Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Check safety, check safety.
2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw here. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey, I'm coming. Run. Receive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Juwan Winfrey, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Hamilton. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Shift. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Begin. Shift. Switch off. Set up.
On play action, they'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. The Broncos send out their punter now. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
He's coming. At the 39-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. He's chasing.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They're going to look to throw. And this one complete to Burnett. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Going to throw right side here. Complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
First down, Chiefs.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll run it with Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll turn to Thompson, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Motion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, I got him. That's me. Orbit.
Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again a run with Thompson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. run. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Back to throw now on first down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Jam. Check. Go.
2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Number 53, Mike 53. In your face.
Back to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deontay Burnett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. He'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go with Thompson again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Third down. It's Thompson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chiefs, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.